The sun and the static, the halcón. Imagine a heat so thick you can taste the diesel and the dust. You're 13 years old. In your world, the government is a ghost, and the police are just another gang in uniform. You're sitting on a rusted corrugated roof in a barrio that the city forgot. Your throne is a plastic crate. Your scepter is a cracked screen Huawei held together by hope and electrical tape. You are a halcón, a hawk. To the world, you're just a skinny kid in a faded soccer jersey. But in the network, you are a sensor. You're the nervous system of an empire. Your job is simple. Watch the main artery into the neighborhood. If a white truck with tinted windows that isn't theirs rolls in, you tap out a code. If a state police cruiser slows down at the bakery, you tap out a code. The pay is peanuts, maybe $50 a week, maybe $100 if the comandante is feeling generous. But for the first time in your life, you aren't invisible. When the older guys in the armored SUVs drive by, they don't look through you anymore. They nod. They see you. You feel like you finally joined the only team that's actually winning. The reality: you're a tripwire. If a rival crew decides to clean the street, they don't start with the boss. They start with you. You have no gun. You have no vest. You have a phone and a target on your forehead. Most kids at this level don't celebrate their 16th birthday. They're replaced by their younger brothers before the blood on the pavement even dries. The sicario. Fast forward 5 years. You're 18, maybe 19. You survived the rooftops. You proved you could keep your mouth shut when the cops picked you up and roughed you up for information. You graduated. Now they hand you a cuerno de chivo, an AK-47. You aren't just watching the street anymore. You're policing it. You're a sicario, an enforcer. The first time they send you on a job, your heart is drumming against your ribs so hard you think it'll bruise your chest. You're told to adjust a shopkeeper who hasn't paid his quota. You think you'll feel like a movie star. You don't. You feel sick. But then you pull the trigger or you swing the pipe and something inside you snaps. It has to. If it doesn't snap, you don't survive the night. The money jumps. You're making thousands now. You get the truck. You get the girls who like the danger. You get the respect that is really just distilled terror. But you stop sleeping. Every time a car brakes too hard outside your house, you're on your feet with your hand on the grip of a pistol. The reality: you are a disposable tool. In the cartel's ledger, you are a cost of doing business. You start seeing bodies as packages and lives as debts. You're living on borrowed time, and the interest rate is paid in paranoia. By 23, your friends are either in the ground or in a federal file. The logistics of blood, the barrerero. You're 25. You've shown you have a head for more than just pulling a trigger. You move into the middle office. You are a barrerero, a pathfinder. Now you're managing the flow. You aren't just a soldier, you're a logistics coordinator. You're the guy who finds the clavo, the hidden compartment in the gas tank of a semi-truck. You're the one shaking hands with the corrupt highway captain, sliding an envelope across a diner table to ensure the green light for the next 3 hours. The money is finally life-changing. You're sending thousands home to your mother, telling her you're in construction or import-export. In a way, you aren't lying. You're building a graveyard and exporting misery. The reality: the stakes shift from physical to financial. If a shipment of 200 kilos gets seized because you picked a bad route, the cartel doesn't fire you, they execute you. You're responsible for millions of dollars of product. You spend your nights staring at maps and encrypted messages, knowing that one wrong turn by a nervous driver means your life is forfeit. The shadow governor, the plaza boss.
By 30, you've reached a level most never see. You are the plaza boss. You own a town, a neighborhood, or a stretch of the border. You aren't a ghost anymore. You're a king. You decide who does business and who goes bust. You run the extortion rackets, the local drug sales, and the kidnapping rings. You are the shadow government. When the local mayor wants to pave a road, he asks you for permission. When the police chief wants a new fleet of cars, you're the one who signs the donation. You throw Narco fiestas that last for 3 days. You have the gold-plated watches and the designer suits, but the isolation is total. You can't trust your lieutenants because you know they're looking at your seat the same way you looked at your predecessors. You start cleaning house just to send a message. The reality: you are the most wanted man in your zip code. The military has a folder on you. The rivals have a drone with your name on it. You can't go to a restaurant without 10 armed men, and even then, you're looking for the exit. You have everything, but you can't enjoy a single second of it.
The architect of chaos, the lieutenant. You're 40 now. If you're still alive, you're a statistical miracle. You are a regional lieutenant. You don't manage a town, you manage a state. You are the bridge between the street and the board of directors. You deal in high-level strategy. You're negotiating alliances with splinter groups in South America. You're coordinating the industrial production, the fentanyl labs hidden in the mountains, the synthetic pipelines. You move millions of dollars through offshore accounts and shell companies. You live in a fortress. Your children are in private schools in Europe or the US under fake names, and you haven't hugged them in years because it's too dangerous to be near them. You are a professional, but your office is a world of torture videos and mass graves used as political statements. The reality? You are a chess piece in a game played by giants. If the big boss needs to make a deal with the government to lower the heat, he'll hand you over in a heartbeat. You're a high-value bargaining chip. You are deep in the golden cage, too powerful to be ignored, too compromised to ever be free. The ghost on the throne, El Jefe. At the very top sits El Jefe, the drug lord. You are a billionaire. You have a private army that is better equipped than the local police. You have politicians on your payroll and celebrities at your parties. Your name is whispered in songs and headlines. You are a myth. But look at your life. You live in a bunker or a remote ranch. You move every night. You haven't tasted food that hasn't been tested for poison in a decade. Your friends are people who are only loyal to your bank account. You've ordered the deaths of so many people you can't remember their faces. The reality: there is no retirement. There is no stepping down. There are only 2 exits: a 6x9 cell in a supermax prison where you will never hear a human voice again, or a shallow grave in the desert. The kingpin is just a man waiting for his luck to run out.